YouTube. YouTube. Okay. We got the rise, fall, and redemption of Deji Olatunji by Callum Curry. Let's get into this shit. Because I don't know what's the... Well, I know the rise. I don't know the fall. And I do know that I don't know the redemption. Cause I've been fucking with Deji for years. Well, back in the day, with the old KSI. Oh my god, bro. Old KSI was amazing. Hold on, I don't know why I feel like I didn't record. For some reason, I always think that we recording. Like, yeah, we recording. Let's get into this shit, dickheads.
Deji, the man who needs no introduction. In the 10 plus years that the younger brother of KSI has been uploading to YouTube, he's always had one consistent issue.
Deji, also known as KSI's little brother.
Video ideas, unforeseen controversies, or even the great crossover of YouTube and boxing. Deji's been continuously taunted for being in his older brother's shadow since the pair began their YouTube journey. But with Deji finally getting his first win in YouTube boxing, it seems he may have finally broken free of these shackles.
Every time JJ's mentioned, I'm just like a speck of dust. I want to actually cast my own shadow.
Deji released a video saying, we want him to join the side now. That was all lies.
So understand what you're doing to your brother. It's not cool.
You can't cheat boxing, Deji. When you get in that ring, we all find out who really worked the hardest.
He needs to come back.
Grit, this is 2 defeats in a row now.
I want to get out of my shadow.
And like they people do Deji dirty, boy. They do his ass dirty. But like, it is true though, he is behind KSI.
Do this. I'm gonna go to the end and see what happens.
He's always been like that.
Long fronts, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
On April 23rd, 2005, the first YouTube video would be uploaded to the platform, and by the start of the second decade of the 21st century, YouTube had become a thriving community. And part of that community were the two Watford-born brothers, JJ and Deji Olatunji.
This right, oh bro, I remember this, bro. Boy, this was the shit. Like, this prime. For me, this is prime right here. This prime.
Fuck you. Fuck Mike Dead. Fuck this game.
This is prime.
Born on December 9th, 1996, the younger of the two, Deji, would first upload to YouTube in August 2011 under a channel name of The Angel's Kid. But after just one upload, he decided to switch to another channel. A channel where he would build the presence we all know and love today.
Hey guys, comedy.
Much like his older brother, Deji knew what YouTube liked back then, and he doubled down on it.
That's a fact. Deji.
Like, I remember all of these.
His immature, silly, and just straight up chaotic personality had caught the eyes of millions around the world.
Ow! Are you my brain?
Come early 2014, Deji had already built a following of over 2 million subscribers.
Not that old.
But it was just half the following that his older brother had accumulated at the time. The greater growth of KSI coincided with the introduction of the first Sidemen House, which led to JJ moving out from the family home.
JJ's room, so we come along in and JJ,
Towards the end of 2016, Deji was involved in a car crash where he completely totaled his Audi TT.
But yeah, what the doctor said is that we're lucky to be alive.
Having just escaped with his life, it would be a sign of the chaos to come the following year.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another Sidemen YouTube channel video.
With the unprecedented rise of YouTube groups, it would see the Sidemen leading the way, and the biggest member of that group was none other than KSI. Was.
This is not an easy
It's just not an easy video to make. Obviously, as you can tell by the title of the video, I am no longer with the Sidemen.
With KSI announcing his departure from the group, it led many to believe that the Sidemen were done for, that they were old news. They'd reached their use-by date.
So the Sidemen have asked me to, fill in for JJ while he's away.
Alongside KSI's announcement, Deji would upload a video in which he claimed he'd been asked by the Sidemen to join the group in KSI's absence. This would lead to a Twitter thread where fellow Sidemen member Mini Minter criticised and accused Deji of lying, and that even if they had asked him to join, they wouldn't want him.
Oh. Simon, oh shit, that kind of hurt me. God damn. We don't want you. Oh.
Because JJ had left, that we had hit him up saying that, we want him to join the Sidemen or whether he should join Team 10. That was all lies.
And this was a perfect gateway to allow the pair to jump into 2017's biggest trend.
Fuck the Sidemen, I can't stand them. Literally a bitch-made group, I don't rate them. That Augustus Gloop sidekick.
The worst era. The worst. I hated diss tracks. Like they like I don't from all sides. Anybody who did them hated it. I didn't even listen to it. It was just annoying as fuck.
Simon, you slender looking shit. We fucked the same girl. You got my sloppy seconds, bitch.
The diss tracks would draw to a close with KSI rejoining the Sidemen and fighting Joe Weller. With KSI winning the fight, he would go on to call out Jake and Logan Paul. An opportunity to prove himself as his own. Deji wanted in. Although to this day Deji stands as the only fighter to have made Jake bleed, he took the loss, but he took it in pride. He was humble in defeat because he knew he'd put the work in. But once again it seemed the spotlight just wasn't on Deji. It was on his older brother.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Family Fortune. Name a dead YouTube channel.
Deji. Oh, wow, that's family. That's family, bro. That's family.
Randolph, you are the Sidemen as well as JJ's bitch. You are literally their bitch. You're JJ's cameraman. He pays your salary. I mean, you spend more time with JJ than you do your own wife.
Bit that pissed me off with my wife. Like, why do you have to bring her into it? Like, what has she done for you to say that? Nothing.
Right, I've been living in the Sidemen house. I took your room, bitch, they kicked you out because you ain't paying rent. You couldn't find the cash, let me clear the air and take out the trash.
Titled Man-Child, Randolph would go on to say how Deji was a lesser version of his older brother, and how people just generally preferred him.
You're just a Walmart KSI, but she just preferred your brother.
And he also brought to light how Deji's channel had actually been losing subscribers.
I ain't seen that much rent since Jake handled your face, but it's all good, at least you got paid. Oh wait.
Deji would make his own diss track, in which he exposed a bank transfer of £4,000 to Randolph from KSI.
The one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
Oh, whoa. Wait, that's out of order. Don't you fucking dare put my information out on blast like that. Don't do that. I keep that shit private. Mom, Dad, I'm disappointed in you.
And this was the catalyst of the feud to come between the Olatunji brothers.
He's completely blocked me.
But they was throwing some heavy ass shots though. Even though that was the work era, they was throwing some crazy ass shots for real.
On social media over this whole beef on diss tracks, and I really don't understand what happened. But when it comes to that situation, yeah, me and JJ, we're not cool. This isn't fake. I can't stand him.
I want to jump right into this. This is gonna get good. We have a very special guest today. You know this guy. You've seen him maybe possibly fighting my brother. It's Deji Olatunji.
Wow. Is any of this about getting out of finding an opportunity to get out of JJ's shadow?
Exactly. That's so I'm seeing it like I'm just there. Every time JJ's mentioned, I'm just like a speck of dust. I want to actually like cast my own shadow instead of always, because people always think I rely on JJ. Every time people mention my channel, they're like, oh, JJ made you. It was because of JJ and stuff. And I hate that so much because I am my own person.
I don't want to hear it. What the hell?
I I know that shit was like hurtful.
Oh, no.
Kicked out of the house, bro says he owns the house, said he'll call the police if I stay. My parents just look and allow it. This shit is fucked, man. After all these years for helping this boy, just sad, whatever. You do you, fam.
Shut the fuck up. I came to understand why my brother was so angry at me to the point of him making a diss track on me.
Controversially, Deji would actually upload a video in early 2019 titled "Just Like Old Times with My Bro," but it didn't seem like old times. Known for their charismatic banter between each other, there was none of this. KSI just looked uninterested and just straight up bored. And just 5 months into 2019, in what seemed to be an attempt to discredit his older brother, Deji uploaded a video where he'd accused his brother of abuse over the
So
years.
obviously it all started off with just an innocent slap. Slowly and progressively it started to get more violent. From throwing controllers to throwing bottles, belts, even chairs.
The beef seemed to settle and conclude with what KSI had labelled "Ending It All," a video where he addressed all the accusations from Deji.
Why it's a problem now? Maybe I took it too far sometimes, but not once did you ever bring it up that I made you feel uncomfortable. Until now, I guess.
But the relationship between the two at this point seemed to be an empty shell of what it once was.
Facts.
You must stay at home.
Even at the beginning of 2020 with the global pandemic, Deji and KSI seemed to have no correspondence.
You always say that family comes first, but that's not true, is it?
And then this.
The series of videos that I have about my brother during our beef, I will be removing all of them. I felt like my achievements were being looked down upon, but I know that's all in my head. I felt like I was just in his shadow, and again, that was all in my head. That was just the hate getting to me, and me letting the hate get to me.
This video was a first for Deji. It seemed to be a sign that he was actually maturing and becoming his own. He started to take credibility and recognise that what he did between him and his brother was just wrong.
My brother is really important to me. He's the reason why I'm doing YouTube. I'm just happy that he forgave me. My family, they're bound to me. And I put something that valuable in jeopardy. So to my brother, JJ, KSI, all I want to say is I'm sorry for what I've
really
done.
fucks everything up for real.
Like, I'm really sorry. You felt that you couldn't even talk to your own parents, man. You honestly felt that you couldn't talk to your own parents, and I'm sorry that I made that. I'm sorry that I made that. I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I'm really sorry, man.
Ah, damn, but it make me want to fucking cry. What the fuck? Cause it's crazy, yo.
The last fight that I had was August 25th, 2018. That's almost 3 years now. A lot of people thought, Deji, you're never gonna box again. Honestly, all the people, all those tweets, all those people saying that's it for you, Dej. Like, you're shit. You lost to Jake Paul. You're bad. You suck. Just quit boxing. Yeah, I didn't listen to any of those people. I'm boxing again.
Deji's return was highly anticipated from fans, and they were eager to see a body transformation similar to that of KSI, but the weigh-in had them worried.
Nobody expected this. Mid-fight, he doesn't seem like he can take getting a punch.
And now Vinny Hacker.
I'm about to say he need to be in the gym.
Following a disappointing performance from Deji, he committed to working on himself before returning to YouTube and boxing. He knew what he needed to do, and with one more upload, Deji proceeded with a near 6-month absence from YouTube.
You want to get out of my shadow? Start putting in that work.
My worry is, that was a cool video and everything. That was a cool video. But ultimately, all of this stuff doesn't mean anything.
Deji wanted to show he was committed this time, not just to win, but to show he was taking it seriously and putting the work in.
But then, like, what? Not recently. It was like last year, wasn't it? When he won that fight, everybody was on his dick. Everybody was on his dick. Everybody. But I'm saying, once you blow up, nigga, to be honest, see me, I'll probably still be cool with my brother, but I would have said fuck the side man after that. If they, you know, I would have just said fuck the side man. I don't know. I feel like we would still have beef at that point. Fuck all that out.
I wasn't serious with the other fights. I was taking it for granted because the one thing you can't do is obviously cheap boxing. There's no shortcuts in boxing, and if you put in the hard work, it'll be evident.
Alex Wasabi, I feel like you can.
I'm way more confident. 100% more confident. Because I've actually been putting the work in.
This was a fight Deji could not lose.
If he loses this fight, it's pretty much done. He shouldn't box ever again. It's pretty much done.
Forward, a distinct change in his tactics for round 3.
Deji needs to attack more. At the moment, the slipping is brilliant, but we need to see the counters.
Our third and final judge scores about 48-47, declaring your winner by split decision, Alex Wasabi.
How the fuck this nigga won? I'm trying to figure out.
Deji, I don't think you have what it takes to win a boxing match. It's all about doing the best that you can, and you simply didn't. And that's why I'm so disappointed.
Deji ran the race, but he couldn't quite get across the finish line.
I said that if I were to lose,
at that point, fuck everybody, bro. Fuck everybody, man. I would. I would have took like a year off YouTube, nigga, boy. Would have came back, both of them motherfuckers work like really in that gym. Fuck everybody till I won that bitch. And when I win that bitch, I don't want to hear nobody talking to me, texting me, calling me, none of that shit. Fuck y'all niggas.
I'd never fight again. The real question is, what's next? Thing is, I see this as part of my legacy. I don't want to be someone who quits. So, that being said, yes, I'm going to carry on boxing. I'm not going to quit. I will get you a victory, and I promise you that.
I am with two fighters on this card. August 27th from the O2 Arena that have a hated rival. Today it is Deji and Fuzi. Deji, you're back in the ring. Pretty quick turnaround for you, but you're fighting a bitter rival here in Fuzi. Talk to me about what this means.
I mean, I'm just excited to be fighting, I'll be real. You know, it doesn't matter who's in front of me. I'm really fighting myself.
Set to fight Fuzi on the card of KSI's return to boxing after almost 3 years, Deji didn't
be the end of that video. That was the fire ass video. W video, bro. See y'all on the fucking next reaction, pussies.